So, surprising news. Kanye West, turns out, ain't no way this guy's born again. I said it from the beginning, and I told you guys, you need to wait. You need to see what this guy is saying, see what kind of fruit he starts to bear. And now he is officially, openly telling everybody in the world that I have, quote, issues with Jesus. Pretty wild stuff. Don't go away. All right, guys, go ahead and smack that like button and subscribe to this channel if you're new. This is the Sunday special. I just came back from church and just got this article. It's pretty wild stuff. We're going to take a look at it together. This is from ndtv.com. Kanye West says he has issues with Jesus, compares himself to God. Ye said, I don't know. I have my issues with Jesus. There's a lot of stuff I went through that I prayed, and I ain't see Jesus show up. The article says right here, American rapper Kanye West, known as Ye, has sparked controversy after comparing himself to God and stating that he has issues with Jesus, as per a report of The Independent. And this is The Independent right here. And this is I'm not familiar with this, but this is what they are. Kanye West compares himself to God. Controversial new interview. Pretty wild stuff. During a recent interview with Big Boy, Ye appeared with a Thai dollar sign to talk about the albums Vultures One. One of the most talked about subjects among the numerous things they covered was his remarks on religion. You know, I have seen my issues with Jesus. There's a lot of stuff I went through that I prayed, and I ain't see Jesus show up, so I had to put my experience in this world, my experience with my children, my experience with other people, my experience with my account, my experience with my brand, and my experience with the level of music that I was dealing with in my own hands. The main thing that I really, that I don't rock with is it's just always like, I'm going to pray for you. And it's just like you can actually physically do something yourself too, more than just pray. So we're in this mentality that that's all that needs to happen, but we ain't praying our way out of prison. We ain't praying our way out of the abortion clinics. We ain't praying our way to get our land back. That was always after hours after gentrification, after the Harlem Renaissance and the Black Wall Street was burned to the ground. Them prayers ain't working. Oh my. Even says this, the rapper also spoke about how the industry treats music artists. In response to Big Boy's question on how he avoided disappearing, Mr. West says, "'Cause I'm God, and anyone who wants to disagree, I'm the God of me. You can't tell me who I am. I can't tell y'all. I could tell y'all it's your job to listen. I'm the God of me. I don't know if I'm in heaven already." Folks, what you're looking at there are the ranting and ravings of a mentally ill man. Kanye West is a very, very sick puppy. I mean, it's well documented that he has mental illnesses. And a guy like that who is not being cared for, not being treated like he should be, if you give him billions of dollars in the bank, he's going to go from one fiasco to another and have serious problems. So let's just go through this article right here. This is from Indy 100, where he talks about he's with God. Amongst the many topics they discussed, the biggest talking point has been West's comments on religion. The rapper has fully embraced religion the past few years, most notably on his past albums Donda and Jesus is King. However, in the interview, West claims that he has, quote, issues with Jesus, adding, "There's a lot of stuff that I went through and prayed, and I ain't see Jesus show up." This is from complex.com. All these articles are a few days old. Ye says he has issues with Jesus. Them prayers ain't working. Now, there's a lot of people out there who are going to say that maybe he fell away. Maybe he wasn't strong in his faith. Maybe he did believe in God, and maybe he's just, he's just backsliding or something of the sort. I want to just tell you this. I don't think Kanye West ever was a Christian. Never in the slightest to begin with. And I'll tell you why, is because first of all, the mental illness thing, I think bipolar people can get saved, and I know several that you have to, that are being treated. It's fine. I do pray for you. The Bible says comfort the feeble-minded, and I intend to do so. That's not the thing. But with him, with people that do that, sometimes they have these religious swings in their life, and I kind of wondered if that was the case. And so what I did was I said, okay, here's the situation with him. Let's see how it pans out. And I think initially there was some good fruit there. I mean, he's hanging out with some okay people, I guess. But then very quickly he went to the Joel Osteen route and was traveling around. And here's this band that he was traveling around with. And you see he was just doing these Kanye West concerts that were just, to put it mildly, it looked like some sort of space age cult that Kanye West was running for quite some time. He never got under any authority of a local church. He never sat under a pastor. He never got any doctrine in him. He just kind of just took his bajillion dollars and started running around. These people literally dressed in sackcloth out in the woods doing these singing rituals for hours. God, it was an absolute cult. Like everything about it was a cult. And then next thing you know, you got Marilyn Manson standing there in a robe next to him while they're doing these rituals. And guys, you have to understand, Kanye West's music, I understand. I've had to familiarize myself with his music through the years, over covering this redemptive story, this arc of the Kanye West story. Kanye West music is a ritual. When you're watching him perform this stuff, especially that big concert he did in Atlanta, you're watching a sorcerer of sorts. Do you understand that? Like when he's got these houses like in the middle. Let's see if I can just pull up a picture of it. Let's see, Kanye Atlanta concert. Let's see here. I spelled that wrong. You got these guys that are. Let's just show you these pictures here, okay? He's wearing pantyhose over his head, all leather coat, and then they start bringing in the robes and all these people dancing all through this. And guys, I just look at what your eyes show you. There's more here going on than just a musical performance. This stuff is like demonic, guys. That's what he's doing. And I just, especially this one, I sat down and watched about 30 minutes of this. And I've told you guys for a long time, Kanye West is a mentally ill man who probably a lot of his issues have been spawned out of the fact that this man has been into the occult for so long. And that's the problem with the occult. When you step into the third realm and you step back out of it, you step back into the third realm, step back out of it. When you step back out of the third realm, eventually you leave pieces of yourself in that world. I hope that makes sense to you. When you start having these out-of-body experiences and seeing these visions and dreams and all this stuff, eventually you start leaving pieces of yourself in there, and you come back out into reality, and you can't function. You're what some people would call crazy. You have serious detachment issues and serious ability to see reality the way it is, and that's not even a psychological issue. That is a spiritual issue. And when you got guys doing stuff like this, buddy, that's what's going on with this man. I wish that wasn't the case with this guy, but apparently it is. So, did Kanye West truly get born again? Well, I mean, you got a guy a couple years later. I don't know how many years this is. What are we, 2024 now? So maybe 3.5, 4 years into his salvation, openly saying on mainstream media platforms that he has issues with Jesus and them prayers ain't working. I think it's time to call it. Kanye West is not a Christian. Kanye West is a false convert. And I want to address my evangelical friends when I say this, and I want you to hear me, please. Can we stop this whole, teenage boy comes to church, gets saved, yeah, that's really great, but then like a major celebrity gets saved, and then we just, flip out? Can we stop getting more excited about the Kat Von D's than we do other people getting saved? I mean, I don't evangelicals, the hallmark of evangelicalism is that you're too worldly. You're too passive. You get, like, if Tom Cruise got saved, you'd be more excited about that than you would your own children getting saved. I mean, Can we be objective and say Tim Tebow's not doing right? Tim Tebow wrote a whole book about serving God and you know, didn't even hardly talk about the gospel at all in it. It was social gospels, like, you know, hey, you know, we're going to help you live the best life now. There really wasn't much difference between that and Joel Osteen. So can we stop with this celebrity stuff? Chris Pratt being a Christian does not validate the Bible, no more than me getting saved validated the Bible. And personally, I don't think Chris Pratt's saved. I think we've proven Beyonce Knowles is not saved. She grew up singing in African Methodist Episcopal churches in Houston. Then they discovered that her and about 3 other girls had a talent, and then they started traveling around as Destiny's Child, and then Beyonce went solo. Beyonce Knowles is demon-possessed. She's not, Queen Bee ain't no Christian sister. Got news for you. So these people, I don't know why they carry more weight, and I don't know why we think this is more awesome that they got saved than the other people. But here we are. Stop. I mean, I remember when I said Kanye West not saved, I remember people jumping down my throat. I had an independent Baptist preacher jumping all over me over that. Nope. I think it's safe to call it. Kanye West, not a Christian, not a convert. He even says, matter of fact, here we go. He even compares himself to God. Okay? I mean, let's see if I can find it here. Here we go. Later in the interview, Kanye West talks about the music industry who treats artists. When asked by Big Boy how he managed to avoid disappearing, West said, "'Cause I'm God. And anyone who wants to disagree, I'm the God of me. You can't tell me who I am. I can't tell y'all. I could tell y'all, but it's your job to listen. I'm the God of me. I don't know if I'm in heaven already. I'm the God of me." What kind of nonsense is that? I'll tell you what it is. It's the rantings and ravings of a very, very seriously troubled man who's never been born again. And there really is not much more to talk about than that. So, guys, if you haven't, please take the time. Go watch these Third Adam films on our YouTube channel. They're right there on the front page. Third Adam 1, 2, 3. You got 3X, and we got 4 available now. So you guys will want to see all those, and they'll be a blessing to your life. So go check those out. They explain the false gospel that's coming out, and we might even have another one coming. You never can tell. So God bless you guys. Have a good day. Subscribe to this channel if you're new, and smite that like button, or the lizard people will get you. I promise you that. God bless you, friend. Have a good day.